So
too
you have
close
read
to
the Bible then?
Well, I've read some of the most entertaining verses.
Yeah, you read the parts that allude to God being evil.
Well,
I understand.
I've read some of the beautiful verses too. But you know, if I take my son to the park in the afternoon and I'm a model father, that doesn't count for much if I broke his legs in the morning, does it?
No.
So I'm less moved by the beauty of the Sermon on the Mount, considering it's the same dude who was suggesting we stone suspected non-virgins to death if they don't bleed in the right way on their wedding night. That's depraved. What do you think about that?
So yeah, I mean, bro, you've really become a student of the ugly things of the Bible. I think that that's not good. I think that you have to weigh it all and be
So,
fair.
so God commanded something bad, right?
No, no.
He did. That's you said it's not good. I agree with you. You were doing well, Josh. It's not good.
Yeah.
Why did God command it if it's not good? And what does it say about his character that that's how he wanted people to organize?
No, I didn't mean it was bad. I just mean in your eyes.
Oh, it's not bad. It's good to stone suspected virgins to death.
Well, yeah. I mean, it was at that time. Yeah. I mean, I would say that.
Really?
That
Do you know
well,
that?
here's
Do you
the
know
thing,
that
man.
at
Have
least
you ever?
do you know at least 60% of them
Let
weren't even guilty of that crime? So
well,
60% of them were innocent.
You've got to let me finish here. So what I'm saying to you is have you ever been cheated on?
That's irrelevant.
Yes, and I would not at all condone them being stoned to death. And it's not even for infidelity. It's because
were you
the woman
married,
was.
Sean?
Yeah, I was.
And you got cheated on?
Not by a previous spouse, but this is irrelevant.
This is a pivot. We can't let you pivot here. This has nothing to do with cheating. Josh, this is nothing to do with cheating. This is to do with a depraved process of examining the marital bedsheet to see if it's stained in the correct way, and if it isn't, stoning the woman to death. And 60% of women don't bleed the first time they have sex. So no one was cheating on anyone.
Was there no way out for them? Like, was there a way to make sure?
The only way out was if their parents could present the appropriately stained bed sheets, rather.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm gonna go look that up. I'm gonna see if you're lying, and then I'm gonna come back.
I can show you the verse right now if you want. I'm not lying.
I'll go look it up because I'm gonna look at the.
Do you want me to give you the verse? Want me to give you the verse?
No, I can find it quickly.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be back. Whatever. All right, check this out. Okay, so I went and read the verses that you read. I couldn't find it right away because I was using the word that you used, blood. Mm-hmm. Could not find that, so I had to enter it into chat.
I can look at Bible Gateway. It's Deuteronomy 22, isn't it?
Yes.
If I remember, it's Deuteronomy 22:13. Let me see if I remember that right. I can't remember.
Yeah, and I hope you'll clip this, like you were talking about clipping. I really hope you clip this because you're going to find out that you were mistaken, and it would be quite honest of you to clip that.
Okay, I am not above admitting a mistake.
Read the part that proves your case.
Okay, suppose a man marries a woman, but after going into her, dislikes her, and makes up charges against her, slandering her, by saying, I married this woman, but when I lay with her, I did not find evidence of her virginity. We all know what that evidence would be, right? The father of the young woman and her mother shall then submit the evidence of the young woman's virginity to the elders of the city at the gate. The father of the young woman shall say to the elders, I gave my daughter in marriage to this man, but he dislikes her. And now he has made up charges against her, saying, I did not find evidence of your daughter's virginity. But here is the evidence of my daughter's virginity. Then they shall spread out the cloth before the elders of the town. The elders of the town shall take the man and punish him. They shall fine him 100 shekels of silver, which they shall give to the young woman's father, because he has slandered a virgin of Israel. Note that the compensation doesn't go to the slandered woman, it goes to her father, because she doesn't count as an actual person. That's not in the text. She shall remain his wife. He shall not be permitted to divorce her as long as he lives. If, however, this charge is true, that evidence of the young woman's virginity was not found, then they shall bring the young woman out to the entrance of her father's house, and the men of her town shall stone her to death because she committed a disgraceful act in Israel by prostituting herself in her father's house. So you shall purge the evil from your midst. So explain to me why that's good.
Okay, no. First of all, let's go back to what you said. You said that if she didn't bleed, then she'd be stoned. Okay, so it doesn't say that. We agree on that, right?
It absolutely does say that. It says that if the evidence is not there, if the evidence is not on the marital sheet, that they are to presume that his accusations of her not being a virgin are true, and with no process at all, she is stoned to death. That's exactly what it says.
Okay, but what I'm trying to say to you is that it doesn't say what you're saying it says. It does not clearly say. And let me present it to you like this, if this helps any. Okay.
Okay.
The parents are to provide evidence. Don't like your version, by the way. I like the King James version. It does. Okay, so the parents are supposed to produce evidence, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what evidence are they supposed to produce? Are they supposed to produce bloody sheets?
Yeah, that's why it says.
Okay, where would the parents get bloody sheets from?
So when they were married, there was a process whereby it was a ritual. The newly married couple would go into a chamber. The cloth would be laid down on the marital bed, and they would consummate the marriage, and then the cloth would be ceremonially handed to the bride's father. That's where they would get it from.
Where do you read that?
I don't remember where I read it, but I remember learning about that. That's what the.
I'm going to have to go study again now. Would you give me the verse real quick?
It's not in the Bible. It's in the history of the. I can't remember where I read it, but it's not fringe. But let's say it's not in the Bible. No, there are books other than the Bible that contain history. You know, but let's say for argument's sake, to develop this argument, that I'd answered your question. I don't know where they got it from. Then what?
Okay, well, what I'm trying to tell you is that if you type this into chat and just simply said, where does it say in the Bible that a woman should be stoned if she doesn't bleed on her wedding night? It's gonna very clearly explain to you it is not saying that. Okay.
Why don't you leave chat out of it and read this verse? I read it to you nicely in my nicest accent. I was very clear about what it says. Explain to me how what I read you is moral or ethical.
What I'm trying to explain to you is that what you said is not correct. So what you're saying and what the Bible says. No. What you said about the Bible is not correct.
Okay, let's take this slowly. And
now you're giving me hold on. And now you're giving me sources that are not in the Bible to prove the Bible.
So as I said, those sources are irrelevant to this particular instance because
yet you brought them up.
You asked. The moral monstrosity of this is not dependent on where they got the cloth from. That's a side issue. It's completely irrelevant. Okay, let's look at what this is about. The man accuses his new wife of not being a virgin, and the burden of proof is on the wife's parents to demonstrate that she is a virgin, and if they can't do that, she gets stoned to death. Agreed? I want a yes or no on that.
Okay, if the parents can't prove, or let's say this, if the people that are judging are not convinced by the parents' evidence, then yes, she will be stoned.
Right. Why is that okay with you? Under what
I reckon she was guilty.
Of what?
Being a hoe.
Are you fucking out of your mind? What percentage of women bleed the first time they have sex?
We're not talking about. See, you're bringing up blood again. It's bizarre.
That's the only evidence that they ask for is a sheet. That's a cloth. That's it. That's the only thing. There's nothing else.
Josh, I'm reading your.
Don't possess the cloth.
They're not asking.
Josh, I'm looking at the King James version, and they say to spread the cloth and show tokens of the daughter's virginity. What are the tokens?
Just read it.
Okay. All right. Desperate. 17. And lo, he hath given occasion of speech against her, saying, I found not thy daughter a maid, yet these tokens, these are the tokens of my daughter's virginity, and they shall spread the cloth before the elders of the city. I'm asking you a question. What are the tokens?
Evidence.
What kind of evidence?
Her Tinder profile.
These are evidence on the cloth. So what evidence would they be talking about on the cloth if not blood?
I'm not sure that refers to back to the claw.
You said it's not blood. What is it? What else could it be? What plausibly would it be besides blood?
This is pathetic, Josh.
Tokens of her virginity on the cloth that they spread out before the elders. What are those tokens? It's obviously blood. Come on, man. Just be honest.
Yeah, really. This is the lamest argument I've ever heard against this. Really. I mean, this is not good, Josh. I was hoping you were going to come back with something. But to say she's a hoe because reasons is all you've got? Come on, man. And let's for a moment assume, just do the thought experiment that she wasn't a virgin, right? Is that okay? Are you up for stoning non-virgins to death? Is that now okay? Is that how far you've fallen morally here?
Well, it's not that she's not a virgin. That's not the point. The point is that she entered into a marriage claiming to be a virgin. This is where it kind of gets nasty. Because
in your view, it's okay to stone a woman to death for that?
Well, it's just like I would say what the Lord would say in this matter. I would say whoever's without sin cast the first stone.
Okay, Josh, you need to go and do some thinking, my friend, because you have fallen further than you realize. You are defending the indefensible. And I'm not going to make the same mistake with you that I made with the last guy, spending half an hour going around whether it's okay to stone women to death for not being good little girls like you want them to. Disgusting. Thank you. Moving on.